Wellington Pickleball Club would like to extend a very warm welcome to all participants playing in the Wellington Cup tournament. We are a small club but have big hearts and a big passion for our sport. Tournaments like this do not take place without a lot of hard work from committee, club members and volunteers, and we would like to acknowledge and thank all those involved for your invaluable contribution. Wishing you a wonderful stay, happy dinking and safe journeys back to your home locations. Come visit us again anytime.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Wellington Pickleball Cup. This is Dylan Kimlin, live with the gold medal for the women's 60 plus division. About to get started. Closer to screen, we saw these ladies earlier today. We've got the duo of Ma and Dole, and they're up against Norman and Henry. Officialing this game, none other than David J. Once again, thank you to David for coming across the pond, help out the New Zealand refereeing space. Great shot there by Jill. It looks like David's got an apprentice at his side, so we thank our refs very much for getting involved with the Wellington Cup. I've got a guest commentator with me right now, someone who has been playing throughout this tournament so far, also a pretty prominent figure in the New Zealand space. That's a great shot down the line. None other than Caitlin Carter. How are we?
Yeah, pretty good. I'll be well rested for tomorrow, getting knocked out early today. But no, we're good.
That is something you can't dwell on. You've got to move on and get on to the next one.
Yeah, we're taking it all as learnings
there
today.
We go. So it's 1-0-2 to Norman and Henry. But give us a bit of rundown about yourself. Where are you from? Who do you represent? All of that jazz.
Cool. So I'm a Kiwi girl. I've been in New Zealand my whole life. Local to Auckland my whole life as well. I've been playing pickleball for a couple years now. More so in the last year. I run a couple tournaments here, own pickleball stuff in New Zealand, and operate a couple clubs here as well.
Yeah, fantastic. And you mentioned pickleball stuff. Let's talk about that. What do you do?
So we're New Zealand's largest retailer of all things pickleball gear. So we've got over 20 brands that we stock. We have a huge focus on trying to provide New Zealanders with all the pickleball gear that they could possibly need and not need to source it from overseas. We manufacture a lot of our own gear too, so we've got our own nets, balls, paddles. This year's a really exciting year as we kind of get more into the school space.
Yeah,
so we've provided to a lot of schools this year that have come on board, a lot of coaching, and we've got a really exciting limited edition USAPA approved paddle coming as well.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad to hear you guys are getting involved with schools. I do a heap of stuff with our schools out of Redcliffe, the venue that I work at, and seeing the students getting involved and how quickly they pick the sport up, it's always an exciting thing to see. So we have a nice little dinky rally breaking out. Just long.
I've done a few school sessions in my time and teaching the kids how to play, and I've always found that it's a lot easier than tennis for the kids to pick up, and they can maintain much longer rallies, and it's always been quite a positive response from the students.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's the juniors go wild. We had a tournament at Redcliffe late last year with 300 school students. So, ironically, I found it easier to manage than a tournament of 300 adults. So
yeah,
take that with a grain of salt. But no, good to hear that you're getting involved with the juniors over here in
really
New Zealand.
Cool.
So you also mentioned you direct tournaments yourself. So have you got any exciting ones coming up for this year?
Very exciting few tournaments coming up this year. So in April we've got the Albany annual tournament. So it was the first big tournament to exist in New Zealand. And we've grown every year. Our first tournament we had 4 courts playing. And then we've gone from 8 to 12 to 16, and now we're up to 23.
Woo.
So 23 courts. We're expecting over 250 participants this April, and it's also the only tournament in New Zealand played on a hard court surface indoors.
Yeah, wow, that's
So,
big.
Yeah, it's really popular in the sense of people get a really good feel for what it'd be like playing overseas in the likes of America and a lot of the Australian big tournaments.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we've also got what we're calling the Taupo Championships, which is mid this year, which is attracting all the best players in the country. And then the first of its kind in October this year, we're releasing the New Zealand Open.
Yeah, that's
So,
exciting.
Very exciting. I've got the privilege of being the tournament director for that,
Yep.
and that's also being played at Albany, the Albany venue.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really exciting. We've got lots of divisions for people to participate in and hopefully encourage a lot of, I guess, people that haven't played in tournaments before to participate in
Yep.
the New Zealand Open.
Oh, congrats on... That sounds like a pretty hectic couple of months coming up for you, but...
Yeah, running tournaments is always a big job,
Yeah, no, right.
especially when you're getting up in the 250 to 300
Oh, yeah,
participant
big
range.
numbers. And would you say that the NZ Open, is that like a national tournament, kind of a championship?
Yeah, so the idea is that that is kind of the New Zealand one, run on behalf of the New Zealand Pickleball Association.
Yep.
So yeah, the
Oh,
idea
good
is
effort.
that that'll be the big New Zealand one held annually.
Yep.
And they're thinking of each year running it at a different location in the country.
Yeah,
So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Makes me happy to hear it. I'm just gonna, I believe it was still 2-4, but we'll find out soon from our official Jay. This has been a closely fought contest so far between the ladies. I had the privilege of commentating Norman at the Australian Championships last year. That's the lady in the blue singlet, so she's a superstar.
She is. Jill's always on the pickleball scene doing quite well.
5-3, there we go. Oh, nice angle. Even better recovery, pop-ups there. Oh, firefight, too strong. I'm getting a cardio just from running after all the balls. But these ladies are walloping it so hard, it's good to see. Let's talk indoor surfaces. So in the Australian space, we do play quite a few indoor tournaments.
Yes.
But I get the vibe that it's probably a higher percentage here in New Zealand compared to outdoor.
Yeah, so like I said, Albany's the only tournament played on that outdoor surface. There's an average of a tournament a month in New Zealand. These days, all in different regions. And yeah, Albany's the only one played on a hard court. So
Yep.
the indoor wooden gym floor
Yep.
is very common. And there's only a few clubs in the country that have the privilege of playing on that outdoor surface as well.
Yep.
But most are outdoors.
Yeah, that's understandable. I think obviously with the weather that we experienced yesterday, it was
Yes.
probably a good thing that we were inside.
Yes, the weather in New Zealand is not consistent.
Any of our Victorian fans from Melbourne would understand what you are talking about.
Yes.
Dean Crowley breaking out here. Successful. We did see Dole and Ma tear it up earlier today. They're a little bit behind at the moment. Oh, great shot. Right down to the legs. So are we going to see you at any Major League Pickleball Australia events this year? You going on holiday?
Hopefully.
Yeah. I think you got
I'm
a
on the
reasonable-
alternates list, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, it would be nice. But I'm hoping to attend a few of the PPL
Yeah.
events.
They're good fun. We've got a discussion here.
Well,
around
I
the
haven't
rules.
played on the Australian scene yet, so it'll be a good experience.
Oh, they're okay. They're not too shabby. Saw Jay and... I thought Jay was playing this tournament. But...
Yeah, he had work yesterday.
Oh, no. Work getting in the way of pickleball.
How dare it?
Yeah, and Matt's running around somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's
Yeah.
playing singles. So he obviously must have been pretty happy with getting captaincy and
Yeah, he's stoked.
being able to lead
Yeah,
the team?
it's awesome that New Zealand has the opportunity to, I guess, play in an event like Major League Pickleball.
Oh yeah.
So it's good for us. We're a little country, and it's awesome to see a few of our players on the scene there.
Yep. I agree with that.
And to see how our level tees up with the international players will be very interesting.
I was so happy to see that NZ had 2 teams listed. It was
Yeah,
really good
it's
to
really
see.
awesome.
Currently 8-5. Murrendole starting to pull away here. Under a little bit of pressure a little while back, but steadied the ship. Nice shot down the middle. Norman too strong. I was saying to, who was it? I had someone jump in and have a chat with me earlier yesterday. It was Paula. And I said to Paula, when are we going to have like a Bledisloe for pickleball?
Yeah,
I think that would be pretty cool.
it would.
Let's talk, so for the MLPA Auckland event,
Yeah.
you reckon we're going to get a big home crowd coming in to support the New
Yeah.
Zealand teams?
People are pretty excited. New Zealand's a little country, so when we get the opportunity to be a part of something that's, I guess, considered quite big,
Yep.
a lot of people are keen to travel up for that and try to get into
Oh, it's amazing.
PPL and play in the Futures
That's amazing. Yeah.
division. And a lot of Kiwis are really into supporting our teams
Yeah.
that are participating
Yeah, of course.
and are really, committed to being there.
Oh, looks like one of our cameras is frozen up. You can continue talking about Auckland and I'll get this fixed.
I'll do my best. So the MLP is being held at the same venue as the Albany Annual and the New Zealand Open. So they came in, checked out the venue end of last year while our December tournament was happening. And it's a pretty awesome venue, fully enclosed, hard court surface, and great viewing from up above the courts. Ooh, I'm on ball fetching duty.
Not too sure what's happened here. I might just move that camera around and we can watch a full screen. Just get a score update from our official Jay. Do apologise for the inconvenience here, ladies and gentlemen. Great shot there. Alright, there we go. We can actually see what we're doing. I mean, that was really good timing anyway, because our official Jay was having a chat to the players. So we didn't miss out on much. Beautiful. Yeah, with the ambient audio, it can be a little bit tricky for us here in the commentary booth to hear the scores being called out. There's a side out, so it'll be 7-9-1. How'd you go in singles yesterday?
Really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a good day for me. I managed to pull away with a gold medal. So,
Yeah.
I've been working really hard on improving my singles game and trying to be versatile both in doubles and singles. So, yeah, it was a good result for me.
Oh, no, it's happened again. We've lost both cameras. What is happening right now? I do apologise for this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to close this and go through to a quick little commercial break while we wait.